We collect that information and we put that in a software, and using various things like those more than 1,200 organizations which are across India. We have our website, myneta.info, where we put all this information regarding the candidates, regarding political parties. We run a toll-free helpline. Anybody can call this helpline and get the information about either their candidates or the political party that they support. There is a SMS service, that's a push service, where we send information before the election. So for example, now Himachal Pradesh and Gujarat are going to have elections in next couple months. We have already collected a lot of information about the current MLAs. And as soon as the political parties start talking about who will get the tickets, we also start our SMS service. We start sending a huge number of messages to the voters, to the MLAs also, to the political party leaders, to the booth level officers and all that. And then there is this pull service, which is the slide I showed, where you can just, anybody can send a SMS and you get the information back. Now this SMS service, which is what this space is about, is active for 4 to 6 months during elections. The database includes MPs, MLAs, election observers, MyNeta users. Once you send a SMS to us, we put you in our database, and then we take your permission to send messages in future on these. Then there is push, so that's a simple SMS. So it says 50% MLAs with criminal records contesting 05 elections. Right? So this actually comes from Bihar elections. We had elections in Bihar 2010. So we said that 50% of MLAs who were selected in 2005 elections, 50% of them have criminal cases. You check information about your candidate before you vote. And this actually goes in Hindi, because in Bihar, so we do transliteration. So we just transliterate, we send in English, but it is Hindi language. Then there is this pull SMS, which we just showed, and this is how the information comes out. So it says Assembly Constituency Muzaffarnagar, MLA is Chitranjan Swaroop, criminal case is yes 3, assets 1.5 crores, liability this, and so on and so forth. In the last elections, we had elections in 5 states recently, including UP, Punjab, Goa, etc. We sent almost 50 lakh SMSs during those elections. Now, I'll quickly run through this. I think the time is less. But so there are a lot of stakeholders in this. The first is general voters. We give them a lot of information. We want them to decide what they want to do. The second one is media. Media also runs their own programs. You may have seen CNN or Z News. They run KYC, Know Your Candidate service during elections. They also use our database. Next. Civil society organizations, they are able to get this information, more in time, more objectively. And they are also, see, political parties keep on blaming. Congress will say BJP has criminals. We are, no problems. And BJP will say, the same thing about Congress. So we give them, and we have a lot of these political parties who are coming to us. So for example, in last elections, every political party came to us asking for, can you give us information about MLAs of BSP? Because BSP was in power. Now BSP also came to us, can you give us information on SP and, Congress MLAs and MPs? So the civil society as well as political parties, they are also able to get this information and work internally within their parties to get this information. Now, what is the future? So this is the information we are showing on for the candidates, but already there is an Android app which we tested in the last municipal elections of Ludhiana, and hopefully in the next assembly elections we are going to roll that out. The information right now, quite a bit of information is going out on candidates, but we are also thinking of, already the data has been collected, but it will be integrated in mobile for the performance of MLAs, because I don't know how many you followed, but for example, UP, which is probably one of the most backward states, which needs more development, but the assembly sits there only 20 days in a year. So we want to let people know what their MLAs are doing, and we want to have that discussion by the voters that if you are contesting for an MLA or an MP, what are you going to do, whether you will attend assembly or not. So performance-related data, party-related data, even campaign, the declared data on the election expenses, those are some of the things which will be integrating, and hopefully we'll have that in the next upcoming elections. Thank you. If there are questions, I'll take them. It's actually based on the self-sworn affidavits that the candidate themselves file. So the candidate himself is saying, I have a murder case on me, I have a kidnapping case on me, I have a, whatever case it is. So it's the candidate that has declared. We are not, nobody has done any investigation in that. The second thing is about the biasing information. See, you are right. There are times when, these type of cases are filed against the politicians. But there are also times, and, almost all of us can count several of these cases where if you want to file a case against a politician, I guarantee you, you won't be able to do it. Even if you have a genuine case, and there is a lot of information, this mining thing which is going on in Bellary and, and a lot of other places, I mean, you can't file a case. You can, right? So I think there are a lot of examples. So what we are saying is, we are not saying that, all we are saying is, this is the information, we are putting it in front of you, you decide what you want to do. So we are not saying you vote only for those people who don't have cases, because there can be times when there can be, politically motivated cases.
My question is, what is the impact of your pull and push services? Has it made any changes in the whole system? That is first question. Second question, as a citizen, I am not interested in the candidate's, my MLA or MP's profile. Can you provide information using any of your technology about the water level, means availability of the water, natural water resources, health, sanitation, public infrastructure, basic amenities, employability, shelter, food, etc., which are of matter of concern to the common man, because he's very busy with this, that's why he's ignoring those other things. So can you also provide me this information on mobile when I request you and pull or push basis only about 550 locations, 550 parliamentary constituencies?
Yeah. Okay, so good questions. So the first is about impact. Now, there have been a lot of, in democracy, things move very slowly, and it's not just the election watch, which is the only factor there in whatever, if at all, there is any improvement in democracy. But I'll tell you, for example, if we look at in Lok Sabha 2004 elections and Lok Sabha 2009, and if we do a comparison of the criminal cases, for example, of MPs in Lok Sabha earlier in this one, we find that there are less MPs with heinous charges. So, for example, there was also an MP last time who had a rape case. This time there is no rape case. So, is that an improvement? I don't know. But there were more MPs which had murder cases related to them. This time Lalu Prasad is number 10 in the list. Last time he was nowhere in top 25. So I don't know if that is improvement, but I think in Indian democracy, just like in other democracies, things are moving now from blue-collar crime to white-collar crime. So I think impact is there if we look at the heinous murder and dacoity type of cases. But the white-collar crime, we have not been able to, I'm not saying we, but I think Indian citizens have not been able to make much headway. In fact, if we look at the profile of MPs, the number of such people are increasing to a very large extent. The second question is about bringing information on these development parameters of a constituency. I think that's a very good point. There is something that we have also tried doing before elections, but this is a huge problem that somebody needs to do. We will also try if we are able to do it.
The point I wish to make is, I appreciate your efforts. If the focus is on the basic amenities, all 550 constituencies, parliamentary constituencies, if you can profile in the 5 years how the status has changed and give a report card of 10 parameters or 5 parameters against each MP or MLA, that will bring in a lot of impact.
Sir, I completely agree with you.
Hello. So, one question here. You're doing a brilliant job. I just figured out my MP has 5 cases against him.
Great.
Just now. How do you plan to monetize this? Because for you to sustain and send 40 lakh and 50 lakh SMSs, you need a way to be able to make money out of it. Well,
we are an NGO. We run on, the generous support of friends like you and other
Wonderful.
people in the room. If there are, well, we are not asking for funds here, but the funding is a constant challenge for us. we have been a bit lucky that in the crucial elections, we have had some people come forward and give us funding. So, but we ourselves are not planning, we have no plans to try to get money out of our service. Okay, thank you.